Hey guys, Coach B, Becca Marino, coming to you from Fitness Inspiration Inc. in Memphis, Tennessee, with my latest Getting Your Mind Right Mental Rep video blog of the week, which is just a little bit of time I like to set aside each week to provide some education, some value on the part of, health, fitness, and well-being that there aren't quite as many YouTube videos and other things about, and that is our mindset, and our energy. So in this week's video, I'm going to talk about attitude, because our attitude totally affects our quality of life, our health, our well-being. A negative attitude is toxic. We don't feel good physically, and it wreaks havoc on our health over time. And a positive attitude, all it can do is help us, and there's tons of research out there that shows how positive thinking is beneficial and is a must if we want to be healthy and well as we go through life. Because life is beautiful and it is precious, but it is hard. And, there are certain things about it we can control, and there are things that we can't. But what we can control at all times is our attitude, and no one can ever take that from us. So what I'm going to share with you in this video is maybe 5 or 6 practices or maybe beliefs that have worked for myself or others that I have worked with when it comes to being positive and just being some of the most positive people that I know, regardless of what is happening in life. All right. So if that sounds interesting, please stay tuned. Here we go. Number 1, gratitude. And by that, I mean making time every single day to say thank you. And I do it in the morning. I do it every time I eat a meal. I do it at night. You don't have to be a religious person to be thankful. There are, for me, the meal thing, there are so many people out there who are starving. People who don't get to eat food they enjoy. They have to eat what's given to them. They have to eat what they find. I get to eat what I want. I get to be healthy and well. I get to nourish my body. There's always something to be grateful for. If we're angry, be grateful for the fact that you have emotions and you can feel. Be thankful that you have a roof over your head if you are living in a house. That if you're here in America, you are a free human being who can go about as they please for the most part. There is always something to be grateful for. And it is very hard to get pulled down into negativity and, to a point where it can take, have a negative impact on our health. When you are thankful every single day for something, I promise you it will help in the hardest of times, and even when it's not hard. That focus on being thankful just keeps it in perspective and reminds you that everything's going to be great, and there's just so much to appreciate in life no matter what comes your way. All right. The number 2, self-compassion. And that means when we make mistakes, hold ourselves accountable, make amends when necessary, and let it go. Beating ourselves up and running ourselves into the ground because we've messed up, it's not going to help us. It doesn't leave us feeling good. And again, it affects our attitude, affects our energy, it affects our health, it'll affect the choices we make. So self-compassion. When you make a mistake, own it, learn from it, do everything you can to not let it happen again, and let it go and forgive yourself and move forward. Number 3, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. And you know what? Even if it is, still give it a whirl. I think of a story I used to read in my boot camps. I want to say it was about Wilma Rudolph, who was born, and she couldn't walk without braces. And her mother would drive her like 50 miles to get PT. Doctors told her she'd never walk again. Her parents were like, nope. I mean, doctors know their stuff. But Wilma's parents were like, no, we're going to try. Anyways, long story short, she ends up being an Olympic athlete, playing on a basketball team. All right, there are no limits. Who cares what everyone else says, what research shows? If you have a belief and you want to try, and it is your passion and it's on your heart, go for it. You will be much happier. Your attitude will be more positive. Even when you fail, it is not going to sting as much because you pursued something that you believed in and that you wanted, regardless of what everything else says. All right? So nothing is impossible. Number 4, you are in charge of your life. I'm in charge of my life. And what I mean by this and how it helped me be positive is like, okay, I'm kind of not happy right now. I'm feeling like there's more. I'm feeling like I'm in horrible health because I'm putting everything in work and people above myself, and I'm not taking care of myself. Oh, but I have to pay the bills. Oh, but I have to take care of everybody else because that's my job. You know what? If I don't like what's happening, I can change it. Maybe that means moving out of a house. Maybe that means living in a little tiny bedroom in someone else's house and selling my car. But what the point of this is I am in charge of my life. And if I'm not happy and I'm not feeling my best, I can do something to change that, even if it's super uncomfortable and even if it's a calculated risk. All right. But I am in charge of whether I continue to be in this moment where I'm less than happy and less than, living life to the fullest, and stop complaining about it, or I can do whatever I need to in a safe and in a healthy, calculated risk kind of way to pursue something other, something better, something that is going to make me happier and be my best. Never stuck. You are in charge of your life. And sometimes those steps to get out of that place are going to be very difficult and very hard. And we all know there's no guarantees in life. So, we could step out the comfort zone and go for it and completely fail and not get what we want. But what's going to keep us sane is the fact that we pursued it. And we didn't stay where it was comfortable because of a fear of failing, all right? Or giving up material possessions. So you're in charge of your life. Number 5, be true to yourself. And what I mean when I say that is, first of all, you got to know yourself, know your values, know what's important, know what your purpose is, what your calling, what gets you fired up, what gets you excited, regardless of what the world says. Go for it, regardless of what your parents say. Respect people, respect their thoughts, love them, cherish them, but never let that dictate the choices that you make in your life. Be true to yourself. Be true to what's on your heart. Follow your dreams. Yeah, it'll be scary. It will be hard. But when you ignore that, it squashes your spirit and it affects your soul. And little by little, as time goes, it's going to wear more and more on your well-being and your health, y'all, because no matter what we portray to the outside world, our spirit and our soul knows what's truly going on inside, all right? And no other person, no addiction, exercise, drinking, no distraction can fool the spirit and the soul. So be true to you. Know what gets you fired up and passionate, and then go for it and never squash your voice. It's a rough world out there. There are a lot of judgmental people. People who think what they're doing is better than someone else. People who have a lot more money, which they think makes them better than others. The only person that matters to you is you. And whatever makes your soul fired up and happy and makes you feel like you're fulfilling your purpose, go for it. All right. And then the next one, maybe number 6, last 2, love your body. And appreciate it, love it. For me, I had 15 years of an eating disorder where I did completely the opposite of love it, and I abused it and neglected it and hurt it. And thankfully, the human body is amazing, and the human spirit is as well. And after 15 years of abuse and neglect, I made changes, and the body bounces back. It is never too late. And I love the fact that I have a body that can get me to a job, that can take me to a friend's house, that allows me to move about freely, all right? That allows me to give hugs to my nieces, to hug my friends, to pet my dog. The human body, your body, regardless of shape, of size, of color, of whatever, is precious, and it's something to appreciate and to take care of. There's a quote, I can't think of it specifically, but it's something like, take care of your body because it's the only place you're ever going to live. Man, love it. Regardless of what it looks like right now, regardless of what shape, love it. If you aren't doing what you need to take care of it, then start making changes. And if making these changes, as regard to your health and eating better and working out more, then your body will change and look different. But you don't love it any more then than you do right now, because it's awesome and because you're able to move about and you're able to do things. And that is what it's about. And that is precious. And when we can love our body, we're not going to do stupid things. We're not going to put ourselves at risk. We're not going to let other people hurt our bodies. All right? Love your body. And my last one, when it comes to being more positive and keeping that attitude on point through life, when it's hard or when it's not, be a good human being. This is probably the most important. Be a good human being. All right? I think for me, what that means is be kind. Recognize that we're all humans. We bleed, we have hearts. You're not better than because you're one color, because you're one status, because you're your profession. Like, we are all human beings. And you know what? It takes all of us to make this world go round. And we all have stories. We've all been through pain. We've all been hurt. We've all worked through hard times and come out. Be a good human being. Get away from the people who aren't. And there are so many of them these days, guys. This affects your attitude because we know, and again, it comes to the spirit and the soul. And I truly believe, like most humans, like, we really want to be good and kind. And I don't think we truly want to hurt others. So, like, if you're around other people who are doing that crap because it's easier or it's what's normal in your area, get away from it. It's going to take its toll on your spirit, on your soul. Be a good human being. Use your voice when someone else is being mistreated. Stand up for what's right, even if it comes with a cost. You guys, be a good human. Regardless where you end up at the end of the day, your freaking spirit and your soul, whether it's on the side of the street, whether it's because you lost every so-called friend because you did something that was right for yourself or someone else, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. All right? So, I hope you've enjoyed this week's video and that maybe something was helpful. Please, I'd love to connect or hear feedback. coachbecca@icloud.com is my email. Or you can look me up on Facebook. I will be back next week. But between now and then, believe it, bring it, achieve it, be a good human. Work on keeping that attitude positive, because I'm telling you, it's probably one of the most important things, and it totally affects our health. Life is hard, but you can do it. It's just like working out. It's a muscle, and we're going to build it the more time and energy we put into getting it fit. All right? See you soon. Bye-bye.